Check, check, check.
An ad is about to start in 1 minute on Twitch. Welcome in and thanks for joining today's stream elements. Welcome in and thanks for joining today SMC_May_I. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Freikberg. The ad is starting now and will go for 180 seconds. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Guy Royce.
Hey, what's going on? It's really great to be.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today Velocitinks. Welcome in and thanks for joining today SMC Mai.
All right, I think we're set. Kinda. All right, we're gonna do the usual intro that Frackberg has missed so much, I know. Gotta get the song ready though. It has been very sad here, yes. Apologies. There it is. Thank you, May. Awkward stairs. Ooh, little hiccup there. JT! Claps the chat, let's go! Woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bauer, move! Oh, he's right at my feet. I just don't want to, like, it's not a problem with him being at my feet under my desk. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, JT. Get it going. It's not a problem with him being at my feet. I don't mind that. I like that. I just don't want to hurt. I don't want to, like, roll the... Because it's definitely come close before where I've, like, rolled the wheels onto him. And I'm trying to, like, tell him, like, dude, this vicinity, don't be that close in proximity, you know? You know what I'm saying, dog? I just realized I can do something else with music here. What's this? Let's see. Deep sleep meditation music? No. I don't know. What do we got here? Play. Okay. Okay. The only problem is the audio is going into a different channel. I don't like when there's audio too. Or not audio, lyrics. Pretty cool song though. In case you didn't know, what's stream music? 2 hours of dark techno mix. Oh, we added that like a while ago, right? When we were now he's barking. When we were going on that epic run on Words on Stream, right? All right, Bauer, chill out, bud. All right, we're just gonna chill out a little coffee shop feel. Okay, all right, woof, dude, and his breath. Oh God, he just smells so bad. Actually, I have some news on this. Well, actually, let's start the show, right? Hello, welcome into the Clarkio Shenanigans Show. I got very distracted there after the intro dance. Good to see you all. Thank you for being here. Frackberg, JT, May, Velo, by the way. Awesome to see you, bud. Thank you for tuning in. Why is there... Next song, please. I just want no singing. Just music. Velo, great to see you. Hope you and the family are doing well. How's everybody been? How's the kiddo and all that? And thanks for joining. Guy Roy's, thank you for joining in here. Are you new? You only have one message. That was your first message ever. following since April of 2022. Dude, that's awesome. I mean, thank you for that long followage. I'm glad to see you chatting. There's lyrics in this song. Good to see you all. I'm gonna try and ignore the music even though it's quiet. First message ever, but we've spoken in the past. How is that? I'm glad to hear that. First message I spoke at that conference. That conference. Like the one that's literally called that conference? When did I go to that? That was years ago, huh? Well, that's awesome to hear. Thank you for reminding me. And if you have more to share about that, to remind me, that is welcome too. But thank you for being here. Thanks for tuning in and chatting here and following for so long. Those voices you hear at night? No, the voices and the music. As you can tell, I'm not quite over this cough. It's still been lingering, but it's gotten better. It's gotten better. Not as much mucus and all that junk going on, but still, in 2 weeks' time, it's not completely gone. Velo says, all good here, brother. We'll be in your hood in a couple of weeks. Okay, all right, let's chat, man. See if we can make something happen. Frackworks says, Gadget has a habit of climbing up to my face and burping. Nice. A dog burping in your face. It'd be funny if it happened to anyone other than me. Right, exactly. That's awesome to hear. Thanks for the laugh. Frackworks says, I have this conversation with Gadget all the time. There is a bed under my desk, but she lays on the floor right next to my chair. Exactly, Frackberg. I have behind the green screen here is Bauer's bed in the corner in my office here. He does lay on it, but I think he just gets too hot and he wants to be on the flooring more because it's cooler. So totally understandable. But yeah, need a little foot space area. I don't want to run him over with the chair. So anyway, I digress. JT, thank you for petting Bauer. We still have Max. Max is up in heaven though. You can pet Max with Pet M. All right, really kick off the show. Welcome to the Clarkio Shenanigans Show. I'm your host, Clarkio. Stream every Friday, almost, other than these past few weeks or months or so, at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here on twitch.tv/ClarkIO and youtube.com/ClarkIO. I'm just going to pause the music so I can talk. Happy to have you all here. What do we have in store? For those of you that have been around, it's mostly the usual. For those of you that might be tuning in or it's been a while, start off just chatting like this, talk about wins of the week. If you don't know what that is, type in !WOTW into the chat to learn more about that. Then from there, we get into the dailies, which is playing Wordle, which you want me to lose at, by the way. We'll get into that. I'll explain more when we get there. Connections and Poople, which is a fairly recent addition to the dailies that we play on stream. I will show you all of that as we get to that segment of the show. And then we get into typically the technical portion of the show, which is building out something with software and AI as of lately. And the project we've been working on for that, for those of you that are not familiar, is wasplus.com, which is the complement tool for folks that like to play or stream.
Thanks for joining today, Rugmat.
Hey, Rugmat. Play or stream Words on Stream game. So if you've never seen Words on Stream, if you go to, I highly recommend you check them out. If you like word games in general, check out that category on Twitch and tune into streamers that are streaming that game and playing it there. The folks over at onrizon.tv, that's ONRIZON.TV, are the creators behind the game and a bunch of other awesome stream games that they've built out there. But they're the ones behind the game Words on Stream, and I have created this complementary tool called WASP Plus. So if you check it out, waspplus.com, there's a chatbot that pairs up with that as well. And that's what we've been working on. And I think today, while maybe we'll get some stuff kicked off with some AI agents to work on that, but I have a lot of catching you all up on to do. I have to catch up from being away on vacation last Friday, so I didn't have stream last Friday, so we got a lot to do there. So it's going to be slightly morphed of a stream, being the first stream back since then. But good news for everybody. Since I was constantly, like every other week, I was streaming basically because of time off and family stuff and things going on. We're back to the usual schedule. So it's from here out for at least a month, if not more. It's going to be every Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. Speaking of being able to do that, shout out to my company in leadership that I work for, Sneak. That's spelled SNYK. You can check us out at sneak.io, SNYK.io. Hashtag not endorsed, sponsored, or all that fun stuff. But I am thankful to my leadership for affording me the time on Friday afternoons like this to keep up these skills and keep doing this type of thing and keep the community going. So shout out to them and check us out. Woof, yeah, you hear him in the background. All right, all that out of the way. We got lots of catching up to do. I think that'll fill up a lot of our win of the week time. Win of the week, I'm happy to be back. Let me hear your wins of the week in the chat. Drop them in there. I see Frackberg dropped one already. Clarkio is back. Thank you for sharing that. Round of applause for being back and having everybody here. You all showed up right away, too. I love it. Happy to be back. I got lots and lots of... I didn't... Hey, Rugmat. But I didn't exercise over that time that I was gone, but I got a ton of, like 25,000 steps in one of the days was like the peak. And mostly in the double-digit thousands, tens of thousands range for most of the weekend, this past weekend. Family's happy and healthy. My sister, brother-in-law, and my niece, now that I'm happy to be an uncle, are all happy and healthy and doing well there. So I'm going to take that as a win. What else? I'm glad that I was able to fly safely. Because I think many of you know I do not, as I've gotten older, I've gotten more of a fear of flying and doing better about that. You know, one thing that I've noticed, maybe this happens with you all that deal with other situations where you avoid something or don't, or you have a fear of something. Well, one, I didn't always have a fear of flying. Let's put it that way. And then that developed. I think when I had kids was the turning point when I started like getting more fearful of flying and like feeling that lack of control like really impacting me. But since I've been flying so much over the past month, it's helped kind of not completely get over it, but at least diminish that feeling for me, which has been kind of a nice thing. At the same time, like I don't want to keep flying. It looks like I'm going to be going to a work trip in October though, and then like another vacation type trip in November maybe. So that should be it. This is gonna be the most I've traveled in a year in a long time. once I knock these next two trips out. So yeah. Anywho, glad to be back. Those are my wins. I'll think of some more as we talk through some of these things. I see Frackberg has another win of the week. Sorry for the background noise with Bauer barking. He's just trying to protect this house. Frackberg's other win of the week found a GitHub project to add smirts to my ancient garage door. What's a smirt? Using an ESP30. Oh, smirts. I got you. Using an ESP32, now I can check status without getting out of bed. I like to know more about that, Frackberg, if you can hit me up on Discord, because I definitely want to look into that, which you're reminding me now, too. A couple weeks ago, my garage door stopped working. It just wouldn't go down. I had to manually, like, jam it down to get it to stay down. And I haven't gotten it fixed yet. I just have kept it permanently down. So I need to get that sorted out. But it happened like right. It was the first time Mrs. Clarkio were going out on a date night where we've had a babysitter that was not a family member or someone we like no. It was like one of the kids, like, you know, teachers from their class, not their classes, but like their after school activity type things that we have them signed up for, their sports that they're in. She had mentioned she does babysitting, and we're like, all right, we're gonna try it out. And of course, right as we're about to leave, the garage door wasn't gonna go down. Fun times, fun story. Hold on, there's background noise. We're gonna pause for a second here.
Could I feel happy for you when I hear you talk with her like we used to? Could I set everything free change
Still going.
like the sky, like the leaves, like a butterfly. Death, like
You got enough barking out now. Come on. Come on. Come lay down. Chill out. Another win. I took Bauer on a nice long walk this morning, although we had to cut it short because I felt like with him being older, getting older and older.
To stare into their soul.
Oh, we're going to do that, huh, Rugman? Okay. Are you ready? Sounds like a cheating song. It says Change is the name of the song by Big Thief. I don't know. It's under the Coffee Shop Blend on YouTube music playlist. All right, here we go. Are you ready, Rugmat, to stare? We need a timer, don't we? What's the timer?
Said, always ready.
Always ready, yeah. Always ready. Stopwatch. Here we go. 3, 2. You have a timer set too? Timer 30. Say test. Wait, what? No? Okay, here we go. 3. Get the eyes ready. I got very little sleep last night because I stayed up too late working on Wasp, by the way. It was not a good decision. Anyway, I digress. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I gotta press click start. 3, 2, 1. Imagine tuning into the stream right now during a staring contest.
Rugmat said, don't blink.
I'm not. My eyes are really strained though right now. They're like burning. I gotta blink. No, I don't. I'll just watch the timer. I gotta get to a minute at least. Minute's usually easy for me. Today, not so much. Okay, I feel it easing. My eyes are like softening so that they're just resting. That's the key to a good stare. Don't strain them. Don't bulge your eyes out. Just let them sit gently. Oh yeah, this is easy peasy. 1 minute stare. Down pat. What you got on that, Rugmat? Oh, look at that rhyme. Oh, I just blinked. All right, like a minute 5. Minute 5. Who would tune into this? I don't know. Someone like you. You blinked at 57. Okay. Hey, at least you're honest. Appreciate that. Thank you for redeeming the staring contest, Rugmat, and that's a lot of Bower bones you dropped right there. Thanks to everybody else for tuning in for that. All right, where were we? It sounds like he's quieted down now. By the way, Rugmat with the dad joke. A woman is on trial for beating her husband to death. What? To death with his guitar collection. Judge says first offender. She says no. First a Gibson, then offender. Frackberg says there are very few things in my house that I won't mess with. The garage door spring is one of the few I won't touch. Yeah. Oh, I definitely feel that. There's too many bad things that have happened to people messing with that, huh? I definitely want to know more about your ESP. I have an extra ESP32 lying around that I could hook up and use. So if it's a pretty simple project, let me know. Another Rugmat bot joke. I've just been reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. Lovely. All right, keep your wins of the week coming. My other win, I was going to say, Rugmat pinned Woof. My other win I was going to say is I've gotten quite a lot of stuff done with the suite of WASP Plus tooling. One of our missions before I left last stream was to get the game to go to boards or levels that, not levels, but boards that we have in the database that got corrupted because of bugs that were in the WASP Plus tooling prior to, earlier in the build of it, in the earlier creation of WASP Plus. And that led to some of the boards getting added that were not accurate, or they were just corrupted data. Like there was words in there that didn't fit, that used letters that shouldn't have been on that board, that type of thing, or it had duplicate guesses as the answers and words in there, right? And it took up a slot where that word didn't actually go in that slot on the board, right? So we've been actively trying to fix those, and I'm very happy to say we're down to about 4 left that need to be fixed. So that's another win right there in general. But 2, I've also managed to spin up an Rugmat, and I don't know if Surly Dev's in here. I mean, I think he's lurking usually in most of the channels. But I know Surly Dev likes this type of stuff or had an interest in this type of thing. I have a system set up now running on this computer behind me that you probably saw when I was doing the little intro dance thing. I'll switch over to it right now. This one right here. This thing runs 24/7. It's an Ubuntu server, so a Linux server. And I have a couple things running on there, but the big thing that's running is this auto words on stream player. Must have accidentally. Oh, you didn't mean to do that? That's funny, Rugmat. And I have 2 instances of it running, thanks to a suggestion from May, actually, because this tool is, so this is, in short, the win is I got this tool to run so that it'll play the game for me and use a bunch of chatbots that are out there, like Stream Elements, Wisebot, Fossabot, Nightbot, a lot of the popular ones that you might have seen in other people's channels. Some are a little bit more obscure than others. But in any case, they repeat answers. They submit answers on behalf of this tool that's playing words on stream for me in the channel. So, oh, thanks, Rugmat. Oh, perfect, Rugmat. I don't know if you saw my message in Discord, although I think I'm good. We'll talk about this when we get there, but remind me that I have to talk to you about just the chatbots in general playing the game. I think you'll get a kick out of it, though. It's interesting if you haven't checked it out yet. So I got that up and running, and what's nice is it plays the game for me so that we can try and get one of those existing boards, because I've now built into waspplus.com and the chatbot where it will self-heal in the sense of if it finds a board, even if it's already existing in our database as part of the tooling, it checks to see if one, it has to be cleared, right? We have to, whoever's playing it, the group of people or bots that are playing that played that board have to get every answer submitted and accepted as a correct answer by words on stream, the game itself, in order for it to even try to save the board. Okay, so that's the still a significant condition that needs to be met first. But once that does happen, the tooling, the self-healing aspect of Words WASP Plus is it will look to see if the board already exists in the database. And I see what you pinned now, Rugmat. Awesome. Who would tune into this? It checks to see if we have the board in the database already. And if it does, it compares what's in the database to what was just completed. And if there are discrepancies, it takes the one that was just completed and overwrites that, or updates the existing one with the data from the new one that was just, or the one that was just most recently solved. So that's built into WASP Plus now. And so the more we play the game, the more we get a chance to reach one of those boards that are already corrupted in the database and fix them, which has worked for a lot of them. And then I did some more digging where some of them I think were just not an actual board. I don't know how they got in there in the first place. Like, for instance, there was one that was we identify the boards based on the biggest word on the board that's alphabetically last. And this one that came up was called Quiets, Quiets. And Quiets, all the other words in that board in the database didn't have a Q in it. So I'm like, this doesn't seem like it's an actual board. So I ended up deleting that. Or some of them got added incorrectly in that they were not alphabetically last in the biggest word. So like sometimes some of the boards, many of you know, have multiple big words of the same length, right? Maybe it's 7 letters, 6 letters, something like that, right? When that happens in the past, there was a bug in the code for WASP Plus that didn't accurately identify the board based on the alphabetically last big word. It just took whichever one was guessed first, basically, and used that as the identifier and tried to save it that way. And as a result, we had some of these boards that were in there that, like missile was one of them. The real ID for that board is supposed to be simile. Okay, to give you an idea, or similes rather, 2 S's. Missile is a word on that board, but it's not the biggest, the alphabetically last big word, to give you an example. So I cleaned up some of that. That's been going on. I have like a test suite around. I'm sharing all this because it's win of the week. I can get more into the weeds of it when we get into the technical portion of the show, but you know me, I can just yap about things. So if you have any questions, or I'm doing all this too to buy some of you some time to think about your wins of the week. Again, if you don't know what that is, use the command in chat, !WOTW. We want to start off on a positive note here. I want to hear about the positive things that happened to you this week. Let me know in the chat. So that is another win. Lots of progress. Not a lot of features being added, but a lot of like maintenance stuff that needed to be addressed has been added into there. For instance, the big thing that I've been doing with both the chatbot and the website is implementing a testing and validation and quality assurance.
Thanks for the raid, _, and welcome.
Awesome.
Lovely people. Oh snap. _, just traded us with 12 viewers. Oh snap.
Nice.
_, just traded us with 12 viewers.
Excellent, excellent.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, _.
Ayo, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in everybody from AO Stream. It's great to see you all. If you're new here, I'm Clarkio, the host of the channel here. We are just getting started. We're doing our opening, just chatting, talking about wins of the week. If you don't know what that is, type in ! WOTW in the chat to learn more about that. Rugmat deleted Rugmat's message. What happened there? Great to see you all. And thanks for joining in here. If you're interested, what you can expect raiding into the stream right now is more of us just chatting right now, talking about wins of the week. Then I'm going to get into dailies, playing like Wordle and connections and that sort of thing. And then from there, we're going to get into probably just catching up on the technical stuff more in detail of what I was just talking about actually for waspplus.com and the chatbot that goes with it. So if any or all that interests you, I hope you stick around. If not, have a good rest of your Friday, and maybe we'll see you in a future stream that's more interest to you. Tis the bot saying hi. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, the bot was just being silly. Yeah, yep. So that's all the like win around the WASP Plus stuff is just I've been kind of addicted to working on it, so much so that I was working on it last night, like till like way too late in the evening. But I want to point out what I was doing last night was I was setting up some automation to actually stream the bots that are playing. So all this time I've had this autoplay of words on stream on this machine behind me. I guess they're not done out there that he needs to go bark at them. My dog Bauer, that is. Thank you for doing the shout out there, mods for AO. I've had that offline in the sense of it's the game, the WASP game has been running, but it's not been streamed. So what I set up though last night is a ability to stream it. Speaking of, it just failed at level 681. That's interesting. It just missed by one word. Changes. Okay. I have a tool also that's running on there. That same tool will alert me in Discord when it fails and has to reset and start from the beginning, like level 1 again. So I'm just having fun hacking on this thing. I'm addicted to hacking on it. And yeah. So if you want to check out that, it's automatically playing right now. It's streaming while I'm streaming, actually, using FFmpeg in a Linux environment, which was really fun and interesting to learn about and how to do. And and you can go to twitch.tv/wasplus, WOSPLUS. In fact, I'll drop it in the chat here. Twitch.tv/wasplus. It's running right now. It's gonna it just failed at level 681 2 minutes ago. But you can go check it out there and watch it play. Watch the bots play. if you want. Okay. That said, and out of the way, AO shared win of the week. Released my first skill on NPM. Excellent. AO. Let me check that out. Where are we? AO. Yep, open that link. Good design has checkable rules. Oh, I love that. I could really use that, actually. AO. Oh, this is going to come in handy, man. May says win of the week working on WAS. Yes, May's been super helpful with this as well. Shout out to May, who's been active in the Discord. There's a WAS Plus channel in the Discord that I keep all the updates going on what's going on with WAS Plus in there. That's an awesome win of the week, though. Ayo, thank you for sharing that. Nope, wrong button. Meant it. Round of applause. Speaking of missed, it seems that message is way behind game being played at the time of message 1621-ish. Oh, really? Okay, that's a good call out. Thank you for pointing that out, May. In fact, do I have it up and running where I'm watching it somewhere right now? Yes. So it is actively live streaming. It is on level... What level is it on? Level 16 now. What's interesting is that on its own...
Thanks for joining today, lack of hygiene.
Good to see lack of hygiene. I'll catch up with you in a second there. What's on its own, the bots have gotten to a record high of 1,600, level 1,623. I have a fix. I know what the problem is, why it ends up failing. It's oh, I was like, what's that noise? Hold on a second. I just figured out what was going on with what I think is causing it to fail is due to it losing briefly the connection to the WAS game itself, the WebSocket underneath. So I have some stuff that was being worked on that I haven't checked into actually since starting the stream that will cover that. Okay. So that's another win of the week. What else? I want to catch you all up on my trip. I went to Vegas. So I'll talk about that shortly. Hold on a second. All right. AO says sometimes it needs to pass 5 times to fix everything, but it's what I usually repeat on the stream every day. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out. Did I catch up on all those messages? All right, lack of hygiene's win of the week. I've been having issues getting AI to help me optimize my web frameworks compiled app. That's right. I think I recall you mentioning you built your own web framework, right? Compiled output. The syntax is similar enough to React that it causes the AI to go down rabbit holes with that and introduce Reactisms. But I think I finally got it going on the right track. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Congrats on kind of getting that in the right direction for you there. And thank you for sharing. No worries, May. Okay. Keep the wins of the week coming. Love to hear it. Let me the Vegas trip, really quick, brief overview of it. It was Mrs. Clarkio's first time going to Vegas, which was a big reason why we went. Just fixing something there. Okay. Which is a big reason why we went. We also went for a concert too, which was great and fantastic in the Sphere, which we really enjoyed. The Sphere there is like such an experience. If you've never gone and seen the Sphere or seen some type of show or something in there, I highly recommend it. It's everything in Vegas is freaking expensive, so that's another reason why like I don't enjoy going there. I'm not a big gambler. I don't enjoy the smoke smell and like it's just super overstimulating and all that stuff. And the only other times I've gone in the past was mostly for work. One time for like a trip to go see a football game, and that was it. And so I try to like keep my time there to a minimum. But in any case, by day 2, Mrs. Clarkey was like, "Yeah, I see why you don't like coming here." And she's like, she was ready to go home. In fact, I was even looking up flights to see if we can catch anything earlier, and nothing was really gonna get us home any earlier than we were already booked to do. So it is, and we ended up just sticking with what we had. But she got to see a lot of the strip, different hotels we went to. I mean, and I was, she came to the same conclusion. The hotels, while they're different in terms of like style and like architecture and like theme that they go with, they're essentially the same. They all have the same stuff going on. Like even if you do the slot type games that are all digital and lighting up and going crazy, like they're all the same ones when you look at the names of them. They just repeat. So whatever the idea is, like whatever casino you book at, they want you to stay there as long as possible. Did you notice there's no windows or anything like that to like indicate what time of day it is when you're inside there and all that? So it was cool getting to experience it with her, seeing her experience it all for the first time and like enjoy all that. What else? I got to see the Oakland A's stadium that's being built there, which was really cool. I got a picture of that. What else did we do? Just ate some really, really good food. I mean, that's the thing. Like, there's Vegas. Even if you're not into gambling and stuff like that, like it still can be fun. Where you go and see shows, you can go to really good restaurants and like just experience seeing different things that you may not have seen before. Like going to the Sphere it's a really cool place. So yeah, that was Vegas. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but pretty much touched upon it all. It was so hot. It was over 100 degrees like every day, most of the day. Even in the evenings, like when the sun was down, it's like over 100 degrees outside. It was insane. It sounds like a win. The wife no longer wants to go back to Vegas. It's true. Yeah, I don't think she does. Not unless we have good reason to go there for something else, It was funny. She's again, I mentioned we're not big gamblers. I'll do like sports betting, but like that's the extent of like gambling that I do. And we wanted to try, I don't know about you all. We wanted to try some of the like card table type betting stuff, but I just felt so intimidated about doing it. Like I don't know what the etiquette is. Like I know how to play blackjack, I know how to play poker. I'm not like this expert player where I know how to play really well and I'm just winning it, like, or I'm playing regularly with like friends and family or something like that, but I know how to play those games. I don't know what the etiquette is though at these tables, right? And like I know people are going to get that are like super into it. They're trying to make money or whatever this way. They're not doing it just for fun, and like they're going to get really annoyed and pissed off at somebody like me or my wife or both of us going to a table and like, "Oh, we want to play," and like we don't know what the etiquette is. So we avoided it, unfortunately, in that regard. But we did. I remember our first day there. She lost $6 in 6 seconds. And I was like, okay, let's stop, because we didn't know what we were doing at the little digital slot machines that are out there, which are all rigged, against you. And like, I thought you could do like minimum bets of like penny slots or something like that. But at most of these casinos, they don't have that. And the ones that they have, they're like the lowest we found was like one that was a digital blackjack, which was 25 cents a bet in it. And we had some fun with that. That was the one where we got to sit the longest and like play, because we were just putting like $5 in or $1 in. I wasn't putting like hundreds. And then when you walk by, you see people sitting there with their drink, and they got like hundreds of dollars sitting in there, and they're just like a zombie, just like pressing the button over and over again. I just don't see. I don't know. I don't see the appeal of that, other than maybe because I think I don't know. I never experienced it, but part of the experience is like when you're spending money at a slot machine like that, you're on the floor. You can get free drinks essentially, like from the wait staff that's roaming around the floor like that, the casino floor. But I'm never there long enough to or I didn't experience that myself because I never really do that. So maybe that's part of the appeal of sitting there for an extended period of time, of like at a slot machine where you can get drinks. I don't know. We didn't. All right, enjoy your meeting, Trackberg. Hope it goes well. See you later. The mechanical slot machines were rigged too. I know, but I feel like they're even more rigged when it's software based, AO says, yeah, the cards might be the least rigged. Right, like the cards are coming out of a deck that's pre-shuffled and, you know, what have you. And it's like fairly random what you're going to be dealt and what the dealer's going to get and stuff like that. So, but like, I know like in that, like people, like, let's say blackjack, right? People that are like regulars with that, they might get pissed off at you if you know, you're at like, I don't know, 17 and you just say, you know what, screw it. I'm going to take another card, say hit me, right? And they're going to be like annoyed because maybe you get a picture card, right? And they needed that because they're behind you, you know, that type of thing. So I don't want to deal with that. May says, did you see a game, NFL? Did you go to the Coke store? Did you go to Fremont Street? Did not see a game like NFL or anything like that. Did not go to the Coke store. Is that a big thing there? We thought about going to Fremont Street, but at this point, Mrs. Clarkey and I were kind of like burnt out with Vegas by the time we thought to check out Fremont Street. Plus, in order to get there, we could take the monorail, which we ended up taking the monorail to explore one day, so that you can see more of the strip and stuff like that. But we ended up not taking the monorail up to the most northern part of the strip, and even so, that only gets you to where you're still like a good, I think like 20-minute walk from that point to get to Fremont Street. So we never went down that way, but we did consider it at one point. AO says, if they get mad, it's on them though. That's the game. You play however you want. Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but you know, when there's a lot of drinking and stuff like that going on, and you know, there's a lot of personalities in Vegas. Let's put it that way. You see a whole lot of the world there. Coca-Cola store has 2 stories, and all you can taste Coca-Cola from all over the world. Really? I didn't know that. Maybe that'll be a point of interest if I ever go again. Yeah, it's not worth the headache, AO. So yeah, we had a little bit of fun playing that digital blackjack game. And that's the one where I actually won money. I won 50 cents on top of the $5 that I put in there. So, and I cashed out. So, also, it took us a while to realize that you can cash out even when you only have like, I don't know, $1 left. It prints out like a little slip. Because I was thinking, once you know, a lot of things that you put money into, like, I don't know, you know, like how like restaurants or company, not restaurants, but like chain places, like, I don't know, like Starbucks, right? You can put money into like a gift card or Starbucks card or something like that, and it's like you either use it until you use all of it, or you like it just sits there type of thing, right? And so I was in that mentality of like, once I put $1 into this machine, I have to use up that entire dollar. I can't like leave or get any whatever I have left. I can't get that out. I was in that impression. I don't know why. That was my mindset. But then I realized that like even when we had 10 cents left or something like that at one point, we could cash that out. We did. So, did you go to see the fountain show? Yes, we did see that. Thank you for bringing that up, May. We did see the fountain show at the Bellagio. Sat and watched that a little bit, which was cool to see. Yeah, we did a lot of walking around. There's lots of shops and stuff, but we didn't really want to. I know, big cash out, AO. There was lots of shops and stuff in Vegas, but we didn't really want to buy. I ended up getting a shirt that I needed for the like concert we were going to, and I'm glad I got it. It was really nice, and I'll be able to reuse it for other purposes too. Big cash out, yeah, big money, big money. 10 cents, a whole 10 cents. What else happened with Vegas? I think that's about it, really.
Thanks for joining today, Slugger 9066.
What's up, Slugger? Good to see you. The only thing about that is the money machines to cash the tickets are mostly set up to only return bills and then donate the change, especially after COVID. Oh, they don't like. You see, I didn't even know that. Like, if I wanted to convert that ticket into cash, you're saying those machines will only go down as low as like $1 denomination, certain bills. Yeah, exactly. Not money, but coins. Getting coins. But But like even buying a drink, like a simple drink, is like $20 more, $20 to $25. Not even like a signature drink or something like that at a restaurant. It's easily $20 to $25, and I'm like, this is asinine. It's ridiculous. So we end up like cutting back like after the first 2 days. We again like 48 hours, 48 to what's 3 days? 52, 72, 48 to 72 hours. Yeah, thank you, Slugger. Oh my gosh. I think 48 to 72 hours is like the sweet spot for Vegas. Because like the first day you're all hyped up and excited to be, on your vacation, on your trip, and you're gonna go explore and see, especially if it's the first time you've ever been there. Second day, it's starting to wear on you. And then the third day you're like, all right, I'm ready to go. You know? So anyway, it was a good trip, good experience. It was a good quality time with Mrs. Clark, you and I, for us to just kind of like get away. The kids had a good time with their grandparents, and yeah, we're done. That was a win of the week as well, and we came back safely. That's a huge win. Win of the week. Got a little worried that we weren't gonna, because the flight was like delayed significantly, and there's weather going on and all that junk. So, but it was all right. On the way there, it was fairly smooth. It was on the way back. It was like there was quite a lot of bumps going on, more than usual over the past few months when I've been flying and traveling. So anyway, I digress. That's enough. Any other wins of the week? Drop them in the chat. Keep them going. It doesn't have to be reserved for just the beginning of the stream here, but I wanted to spend some time talking about what I did while I was gone and wasn't here streaming last week. All right. So those are all the wins there. And now we're going to get into Wordle, connections, and poople. Let's get some music going though. I gotta find like a good, like, just like acoustic cozy jazz. You want some cozy jazz?
Do it used to take a long time to get ready?
I want music without the lyrics though. We're jamming.
Start in 2 minutes on Twitch.
I wanna jam it with you. Is there an app for YouTube Music? Oh. I guess there is. Can I tell it where to play the music then? I need to route this music to... Oh, it just failed again at 86. It's got the alert for Wasp Plus channel. Oh, you could get lyrics to each song too? That's cool. Where's the settings? Jammin', jammin', jammin'. I wonder if I can route this audio to a different... I should have done this before stream, but I was busy with work stuff this morning. The roots of creation. We're jamming. What ya want? We're jamming. What ya want? I wanna jam it with you. Jamming. Alright, just bear with me, folks. Oh, shoot. That just broke it. Is there like an app I can actually like install?
starting now and will go for 180 seconds.
Music app. There's an unofficial cross-platform desktop app for YouTube Music. No, thank you. Why doesn't YouTube just have one? Gotta be a way I can.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Rugmat.
Rugmat? Was it over on YouTube? Hey, what's up? All right, I'm gonna go be flat. Have fun in here. All right, get some rest, Ayo. Appreciate the raid. Thank you again for the support. Good to see you. And yes, I'm gonna check out that skill. That seems awesome, man. Thank you for sharing. I feel like here to avoid Twitch ads. Okay. There must be a way I can route my music. What ya wah 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 wah? We're jamming. Right, but I don't want that. I want a volume mixer. Apps. Brave browser. Output device. Here we go. Here we go. Music. All right, let's see. What ya wah 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 wah? We're jamming. It's only an hour and 8 minutes long playlist. I need something better than that. Music videos. This one seems like maybe this will work.
Okay. One more for the girls. I know some Spagabels come out.
All right, it is going through that audio channel now, so that's good. All right. Just use a different browser for YouTube Music only. I like the way you think, Rugmat. All right, time for Wordle. All right, you want me to lose? I need to get it in 3 or less guesses to get a point. If it takes me more than that, you all get a point. If I fail, you get 3 points. If I get it in 2, I get 3 points. All right, we're off to a rocky start. I always start with the word shart. And I only got 1 hint out of that. Motel? Hotel, motel, holiday inn. Okay, maybe it starts with a T then. T. Should have guessed like towel. Tiny? No. Oh, I gotta get lucky. 10. It doesn't end in ed. They don't do past tense or plural words. Tinen? Titan? Titan? Tiken? Because it's not going to be like something T, something E, something. Right?
Welcome and thanks for joining today's
Tin-
underscore.
All right, what's up, Kirk? Tinge would not work. You don't want to help me, by the way. You want me to lose. It won't be tinge, though, because E has to go in the second to last position here. Only. Just double checking. There's no like T in the second position options that make sense to me. Oh, it could be no, it's not T. There's T can't go there. All right, so it's got to start. I think it's got to start with T. Oh, tweak. Tweak? No, it's EA, right? It's tweak. Twee? It's clearly farts. Thanks, Frackberg. Aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? All right. Tivin? Tiden? Tiffin? Puffin? I can't even remember what the word was. I know that happens to me sometimes too when I see people share their results in Discord. Toxin. Maybe it doesn't start with T. Titan? Is that even a word? No. Typing. I don't want to do. I can't do. Like I could do like typed, right? But I know past tense is not gonna be. It's not a valid word. Like even though it's allowed, it's just like shart is allowed and farts is allowed, but those will never be the word according to the New York Times now. It's like if it's never gonna be a word. I'm gonna go on a rant a little bit again. I know many of you have heard this before, but like if you're gonna allow the word to be submitted as an answer, then it should be one of those words that's the correct answer for the day. One day. And like even still, like at some point not too long ago, they decided to restart all over again in terms of like reusing past words that were valid words. Like, get out of here. It could be French in origin and end in T, maybe. Fragmer says, I multitasked by playing fetch with Gadget during the meet. Nice. I'm sure Gadget like that. It shouldn't end in T, though, because look at the first guess I did. I ended in T with chart, and it told me that's not the correct position for that. That's what yellow indicates that T is in the word, but not in the correct position. And then green means E is in the word and the correct position for that word. I want to guess towel, but that's not going to help me at all. So bidet is out? Yeah, bidet is out. That's a good guess, though. But again, Hygiene, you want me to lose. Because it's you all in the community and chat against me, basically. Tonnage. I don't know what this is. This a word? No. Okay. Twine? Oh, that would have been great. Clearly, it's Zach. I'll take a point, please. Yeah. You're just waiting for that point to come in, huh? Maybe it's two T's? Utter? There's no R. Uddy?
cause I need to know. You say I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend. But no still means no.
Utmost. Utness.
Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be
Is it
so
ET? Et.
I'm gonna marry you
Edic.
anyway.
Etiquette? Et.
Marry you anyway. Marry that girl. No matter what you say. Marry that girl. And we'll be a family. Why you gotta be so
Tweeb? Tweep? Tween? It's tween? Like between? It's tough, Slugger? Okay. Is it double E? Is this a word? That is a word. It's tween! I got it! Oh! Yeah! Got a point! Mm-hmm. GG. What is tween? Like, do they mean it like between or...
Welcome in and thanks for joining today's Wordly Answer. Welcome in and thanks for joining
An action of tweening, inserting frames for continuity, a sequence of frames. Action of tweening. Tween. Or also preteen. Oh. Oh, right. It's short for like preteen too, right? What your kids will be if you blink too much before end of stream. Yes, that's what I get for having all those bots in here. All right, let me put this in the Discord. Speaking of Discord, do exclamation point Discord in the chat. Find out more about that. Bum, bum, beanum. Bum. I need to go into the Wordle channel. Share my results. Pipe. But yeah, if you want to join in, be part of the community, if you like playing word games and Wordle like this, join the Discord at clarkio.com/Discord for the invite, or use exclamation point Discord in the chat to get that link. And then you pop in here, you drop your results, and then I have a bot that will capture results for you and store in the database. And if you'd like, you can even opt in to be part of the leaderboard that shows up on clarkio.com/Wordle. You just use this command right here in the Discord channel, and it will do that for you. If you ever decide to remove yourself from that or change your mind type of thing, you can opt out as well. All right, let's make sure I remember to update this message. Just keeping track of my score. All right, I'm catching up, chat. I'm 11 away for this year. Today is August 28th. Almost September already, chat. Holy moly. Save that. Jump to present. And let's play connections now. Hygiene says, why do I feel like I'm at Chipotle listening to this music? I'm not mad about it though. Okay, I'm glad to hear. I do like this style of music, by the way. And now that I've dropped pretzel rocks and I need to rely on things that I'm already using, and I have it set up so that I don't, like, I can live stream this music during the live, but the recording doesn't include the music, I'm okay with that. Seems to be a common pattern. All right, let's play connections together. But if you have music suggestions, I'm down. I love listening to different types of music. And I'm down to switch it up if anybody has suggestions that they want to go with. All right, what do we see here connections wise? Maxing. Rest easy. Mom pops bro sis. Mom pops bro sis. Okay, no, nice, good connection right there. Oh, that was the decoy one. It got us there, JT. I thought that was a good one. Coded. Morning, noon. Night. Hour. Sleep tight. Rest easy. Sweet dreams. And night. Things you say before bed. Bedtime parting words. Nice job, Hygiene. Nice job. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we got era. Noon, morning. These must be decoys. Good morning. Coded. We got double O, double X. Nope. Oh, is it palindromes? Noon, mom, this, top spot. Yeah, palindromes. Got it. All right, now the harder ones, right? Things that that are like popular terms nowadays. Bro, maxing, my mom era, maybe pops. Anything else that stands out as like common slang nowadays? I'm one away. It's not pops. It's gotta be something else. Booyah. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Lunchtime. I gotta finish this coffee first. Coded? Let's try. No, it's not that. Modern add-on / combining forms? I don't understand. Alright, what do we think this last one is, chat? I don't get that blue one. Top of the hour? Top of the line? Top of the morning? And top of the pops? I get the first three. Top of the pops? Are we too old to get the blue one? I think so. Modern add-on / combining forms. I don't think I've heard this coded one. I've heard like era, maxing, bro. Top of the Pops? Is / was a British music show? Alright, JT. Glad you got that reference. Alright, I'm going to drop this in the connections channel as well. Just like we did with the Wordle. I got almost got the rainbow on that first one. I got to put in chat helped on this one.
I like it when you rock with me. Love it when you roll with me.
What's up, Sean? Hey.
It's better when you're close to me. Rock with me. Yeah. I like it when
How's it going, John? Oh, John Cena. How's it going, John Cena? How's it going, Sean? Good to see you. Okay. Hoople. New addition to the daily games we play. What we got to do is convert Micah into poop. And you do it one letter at a time. I think Pika is a word, right? Pikachu. Pika. But I don't think that might be a good way to go with this. Pika. I'll try. It's not in the word list. Okay. If you eat it, it'll probably turn to poop. Micah? I don't know what is Micah? Any of various color or transparent mineral silicates crystallizing in monoclinic forms that readily separate into very thin leaves. Okay. Mocha? I mean, how am I going to get this to even the next word? I don't even see another word. Have you heard of formica? No. Mocha is H. Got an H in it. Yep.
rock with me. Ooh, rock
My wife uses mica powders to color her epoxy projects. Epoxy projects. Sounds awesome.
I think
Mick?
about a time
Can we go Mick? Then pick?
I can hear the songs we play.
Then Pock?
I can find the chords for you to follow.
Okay, then can we do Pook?
Maybe
Not in the word list.
round, swaying
Mick,
to a favorite
Mock, is
sound.
Mook?
Feels good, laying down a rhythm we can follow. Follow every
Form Ica.
every little touch says stay.
It's a material often used on countertops and cabinets made with mica. Okay.
Leaving a
And sometimes they're soap projects. Oh.
I like
Sean says, yeah, I've used it for that as well. Interesting.
love it when you roll.
You creative folks out there.
Always back.
I don't know what word to go to from here. Is Mick even a word? It's not in the word list. Okay.
I like it when you rock with me. Love it when you roll with me. Always better when you're close to me. Rock with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Rock with me. Rock with me.
Mima?
Rock with me.
No, we tried Mocha. Mecca? Mina? Mila? Misa? Another alert message. Uh-oh.
Hey,
I'm on vacation.
every single day, cause I love my occupation.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, I'm on vacation. If you don't like it,
Another failure
go and
at level 101. I wonder if the connection dropped.
hey, I'm on vacation.
Do I have that log up?
Day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, 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 I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
Checking the logs. Confirmed, confirmed, confirmed. Guessing all locked.
Every single day,
Every single day.
everybody sour like a lemon tree. I'm just smiling down upon my enemies. Do the shit and love it on a daily. You say you hate your job, but you'll never leave, never leave. But
It's like it just stopped after it confirmed Nice. Guessing unlocked for all tracked accounts. Letter reveal narrow.
easy, but right now I'm living breezy. Build this engine from the
And then it failed. Now it's on level 1.
greasy, feel me?
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation. Hey.
I'm on
Alright.
vacation every single day, every single day.
Misa gonna find one of Carl bombs for that. He tried Pika earlier, I think. Yep. I did try Pika. It doesn't work. Mitch?
My future bright, so thankful for everything. Rejuvenating my inner light as I work hard for all I need.
Thanks for reminding me I need to update my badge in here.
Hard work, it pays off. I'm happy now, it's paying me. Close my eyes sometimes and feel as if I blow away. I love the life,
Mira?
enjoy the ride along the way. I'll make a living out of living, yeah, that's what I say.
I don't even... What can we convert this?
I'm on vacation every
Mac.
single day, cause I love my occupation. I'm on vacation every single day,
Mila?
every single day,
Laika?
every single day, every single day, every single day, every single day.
Michi?
Van Gogh, my earlobe, I can't hear
Mipa?
though. I may be a weirdo, but this is my year, yo. My life may be
Misa?
crazy. My lack of the lazy has led me.
Keep going back to that one.
I love on the daily.
Thicka. Thicko. Mice? Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do mice. Then from there...
I'm on vacation.
What's the flow from there then?
I love my occupation.
Lice? Nice?
I'm
Rice?
on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it. I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation.
I think we do rice. Then is Ryle a word? Not one letter off. Okay, so let's do mice, rice, Ryle, roll, hole, pool, poop. There we go. That was my path. I don't know if that's the best. Oh, I was off by 1. Oh, that was a good one. What's the correct way to do it though? Let's see. Mice. Okay, you're right about that, Sean. Dice, dime, dome, home, pomp, and poop. Surly Dev, what's happening? How you been? What you win of the week? If you got one to share, let us know. Drop it in the chat. Not sure that gets us closer, but it feels easier. Yeah, no, that definitely. I mean, clearly, that was the proper way to do it. I think that was the only way out of Micah. Mika. All right, let's drop that in the Poople channel in Discord as well. Nice job, Rugmat, getting it in 7 today. Are you a bad fish too? All right, I gotta eat lunch, so guess what we get to do? We get to play words on stream while I'm eating and stuff in my face. I'm weak. But somebody get me off of this. Baby, you're a big Win of the week, I hit level 80 in Pal World. Nice. Loss of the week, my phone case died. I guess that's better than your phone dying, right? What do you mean it died? 2 open here. This is a different thing these two. No longer holds the phone. Win of the week, my boss showed me how effective Claude AI is at analyzing SSIS DTSX packages. I'm really impressed with Claude. Awesome to hear. Congrats on that. Thanks for sharing, Surly Dev. While you're here, because I know you're interested in this stuff too, and we talked about it, I automated, I don't know if you saw the messages in Discord, I created an automation with my bots. It's running on the machine behind me, and it's streaming right now, actually. So if you go to twitch.tv/wasp+, you can see it. There's no sound or anything right now, but you get the idea. It's gotten up to, just the other night, 1,623, and then it failed. You saw Wasp Plus go live yesterday. I was watching it. Oh, okay. They streamed for 7 minutes. Yes. I've had it up for 3.5 hours today so far. I was working on a little bit. Last thing I was working on with this was trying to get the audio set up, because it's also notice how it has a mouse in there. So I want you all to understand something. This is really weird and been like super eye-opening to me, is learning about running a headless Ubuntu server, which is on this machine that's sitting behind me. And I was like so mind blown that you can just install like packages, like Ubuntu based, Linux based packages that will do the rendering, at least on the machine, and then you can capture that rendering with FFmpeg and stream it to Twitch. And that's what I'm doing. I don't have OBS on that machine. I have FFmpeg, and I set it with the stream key to stream to Twitch for this channel. It's nuts. Welcome to the world of SSH. Exactly. Dude, Sean, I'm just like, wow. This, like, I'm fairly handy with SSHing and being headless in general. Not me being headless, operating in a headless environment. But I'm really pushing my boundaries in that regard and learning so much more, and with the help of AI, like teaching me about it too. So you could do something with that to do and host your own overlays then? I could, yeah. But like, so the reason I brought up the mouse is like, I don't understand why there's a mouse cursor being rendered on that screen. There's no mouse hooked up to that machine to move around or anything. There's no UI. There's no GUI. It's Ubuntu server is the operating system. It's not even, it's a headless operating system, you know? So anyway, the next step, there's some things that I just was doing to set up audio streaming basically through it. So we can get the sound games and sound effects playing into the stream here. And then I was also setting up like with system CTL to be able to run, start and stop the streaming, because a lot of it was very manual. Like I was opening up multiple terminal windows SSH'd into that machine to spin up Chromium, to open up the browser to the WASP Plus URL for this, and then spin up a display using XFVB, and then spinning up the FFmpeg stream to stream it to Twitch, right? And so I was like, I don't want to have to keep doing this or manually type in each command. I want to like automate that and just spin up a service. And so using systemctl, I started writing that up, building up that script basically. And then I got that all, that's what's working and running right now. So I can just go systemctl, stop the service, and then it'll stop streaming. So it's super cool. And it's been a lot of fun learning about this stuff. That's why I was up late last night. I was just like geeking out over that. And that's what you probably saw, Surly Dev, was me streaming for 7 minutes at a time or something like that, just testing it out. Let me guess, tmux/screen? No, I have not done anything with tmux actually. So someone on an IRL stream could have a machine in the office doing overlays. Yes, Surly Dev. Yeah, you could do that. If you, yeah, essentially somebody doing an IRL stream could, instead of streaming directly from like their backpack or whatever, or their phone to Twitch, they can set it up to stream to their machine at home that has the overlays going, and then from there have that stream to Twitch, essentially, you know? It's super like mind-boggling. But yeah, so there's a mouse rendering. I don't know if you see it right there. That's the mouse being rendered on screen for some reason. I don't know why. The cursor, rather. The cursor. So anyway, this is it playing. The bots are playing on their own right now on the WASP Plus channel, twitch.tv/WASP Plus. I also have another instance running, but it's not streaming it, on the all-day WASP channel. And that one is set to automatically fail when it reaches levels that have 5 words, a minimum, like what we're on right now. You see how there's only 5 words left? The minimum is 5 words. So these are what's called, apparently in the community, set to levels, meaning the minimum word length is 5 letters, and set 1 levels are where the minimum word length is 4 letters. And so there are certain boards that I need fixed. I think there's only 1 left now that's limited to the set 1 boards, and so I have it intentionally let the game fail and restart to level 1 on the all-day WASP channel that's playing there. The Twitch channel for that is all day WASP, right? You can see the chat there going. Where'd it go? Where's the chat? Oh, there, it's hiding. So you can see it's playing right now. And it intentionally only gets enough points to just pass the goal for that level, so it only levels up 1 level at a time. Remember, we were trying to do that manually ourselves. I would put it in emote mode in the channel. Well, I just have the bots listen to the events, keep track of the score of the game, and then once it passes the goal of whatever level it's on, like where were we? We'll go back on here. So like you see how like the goal at the top is 153 points. So basically once it passes once it gets to a goal of 153 or more in terms of points, it will stop in the all day, in this all day WASP channel. Why can't I click on this? We're asking what is all day WASP. It was another channel that I was originally planning on 24/7 streaming, words on stream. So that's why I created it. It's like all day words on stream type of thing. Yeah, so you could see the title of it too. But I decided not to end up doing anything with it because there were so many people that were already doing 24/7 words on streams, like Dylan, for instance, that I didn't want to compete with. I didn't want to interfere with like Dylan, although Dylan has stepped down now in the sense of like he's not streaming anymore. It's becoming too much of a hassle, I think he was saying, and for other various reasons he stopped doing it. Matt in here. So maybe I will consider spinning this up, especially now that I have this thing running 24/7. So we'll see. But that's what All Day Was is. So it has a separate game instance running, but the same tool focused on this channel and the words on stream game instance to only level one level at a time and then automatically fail when it reaches a level with the minimum word length of 5 letters or more. All right, in any case, shall we play? 2 set 1 boards and 2 set 2 boards. Okay, thanks. Early Dev says, what do you mean by a board? A level. So like each, let's go back here. So in this situation, we're on level 66. The level doesn't really matter. The board is we identify the board by the alphabetically last big word. So in this case, this board we identify as rechecks. We identify as rechecks. So this board could show up at level 100, right? It doesn't matter what the level is, I think. I mean, I'm not sure what the logic is behind how the folks on Ryzen TV built the game Words on Stream, but I know we've seen the same board in terms of by identifier, like rechecks, at other levels. So we just assume that we don't need to like level 66 is not going to be the same for everybody. It's always different. It has to be, I guess, in a sense, in order to keep the game fresh and challenging for word nerds like us, right? So that's what I mean by a board. The board is the words used for that level, I guess, if that's what I mean. So a rechecks board always has the same guessable words. Yes. And so that's why whenever I switched my strategy up in terms of like trying to, because remember, I wanted part of the WASP Plus tool to be a supplemental tool, a complementary tool. And the biggest feature benefit for people is seeing the words that you missed. And my original strategy for doing that was trying to figure out every valid word in words on stream that's being used, and I was trying to capture and save that. And then I switched, but it was so inconsistent because sometimes even though a word could fit within a board's letters, it wasn't actually added for that board by the, like, so let's, I don't know, while or wield. You know what I mean? Like there's certain words that could use these same letters as wildlife that could have been, it is a valid English word, but it's not put on that board. So you can't really accurately, even if you get all the valid words that are ever used in Words on Stream, some of those might not actually be the correct ones to use for that board. Does that make sense? So what that led me to having to switch up my strategy and approach to figuring out missed words. And the way I did that was starting to capture these boards, right? We're calling them boards, word boards. And so whenever we completely clear by naturally just playing, whenever we completely clear a board and get every word correctly guessed, that's when I go, okay, let's try. Has this board been saved to the database in Words on Stream Plus, WASP Plus? If not, it will add it as new. If it's already been there, it will check to see if it is, like, because of past versions, I've gotten things wrong and I've had bugs in there and it would get the board saved incorrectly. We look to fix it, and that's what it's self-healing. That's what we've been trying to do, actually, is now that we've gotten those bugs fixed and trying to self-heal the boards. So, and we're getting close. We're down to 4 more that need to be fixed. So Dev says, okay. Yep. And I love talking about this stuff, so if you have any other questions about it, hit me with them. I've been totally geeking out over it and been like addicted to working on it. So, what other questions did you have? What is all day? I answered that. Why do you want it to fail? I want So this one is separate. So this is the WASP Plus channel. This one I want to just keep running and get as high as possible and basically come across as many boards as possible, because I wanted to do two things. I wanted to find new boards that we've never come across before and complete them. And that way it gets saved to the database. And then two, I have, as May was mentioning, two boards that are in the set 2 category, meaning the 5-letter words or greater that need to be fixed. So I need to try and run into those while playing the game naturally and clear those so that they can be updated and fixed. So that's the two reasons why I let this one just run crazy. I want to see how high it can go without failing too. And so far the highest it's gone is 1,623 level. It also had like over 200 board clears in a row, I think was the record for this one. All-time best, 285 board clears. That's nuts. In a row. With the bots, right? The other channel, the one that I was talking about before, Surly Dev, All Day Was, that one I want to intentionally fail because... I don't know if I can show you. I'll show you when we play on my channel here. Basically the lower level, I want to stay at the lower levels because the lower levels have 4-letter words in them, and 2 of the boards that I need to get fixed are in that category, is what I mean. They have 4-letter words in them. And so I'll never come across those to fix them if it constantly goes higher or beyond the 4-letter word levels, or boards rather. Does that make sense? Surly Dev says, yeah, I was watching last night and it was on 165 wins or something saying about a new streak. Where do you get your words from? The words, so typically the words... What's up, Dolph? Typically the words come from the database for WASP Plus, but I also have, for this autoplay tool, I'm leveraging another open source like library that has like a bunch of English words in it, so that when it gets to the point where there's not a board with words for it to use that it's identified, it will just try and guess words from that dictionary that fit those letters that are known for that level. So it's not perfect, but yeah, that's where the words are coming from. I'll have to double check. I forget exactly what the library is that I'm using for that, but if you're really interested, hit me up on Discord and I'll get you the exact link for it. May says, it's been fun for me to work on words on stream. I'm glad you're having fun too. All right, let's play words on stream. Looks like Dolph wants to play. Dolph, this isn't for my channel. This is running. I was just talking about how I have a 24/7 running WASP Plus channel. If you want to check it out, that I just started live, where there's bots playing, and it got up to level 1,623. Dolph. So this is the other stream it's on, Dolph, by the way, in case you want to check it out sometime. But we will start shortly right now, rather. With you, boy. What's up?
Thanks for joining today, my underscore friend underscore Welcome and thanks for joining today, Welcome and thanks for joining today, Procrastaholic. What a man gotta do, what a man gotta do, girl. Welcome and thanks for joining today, Fred underscore the underscore cat.
Gotta eat, chat.
Welcome and thanks for joining today, Globosaurus. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Copper's Beard. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Code by Mistakes. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Jeffs_hat_stand.
Not too shabby.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, undefined_process. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Lurky Death. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Thick Cliptographer. Welcome in and thanks for joining today, the unoriginal jerk.
Hey, Cliptographer. I'm eating leftover dinner and cheesy bread.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Koopy.
Rugmat, do you have like a username spin-off of like all the streamers that you watch?
Welcome in and thanks.
I'm noticing all this.
Nightbot.
You got Copper's Beard, Jeff's hat, Chris's beanie. What else you got in there? Lurky Dev. Nice early.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Thick Thigh Small Hog.
Ooh, baby, I love your way every day, yeah, yeah. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day.
Nice clear chat.
For so long,
I'm glad you got that. I was thinking something else. I was like, there's no way it's a valid word.
under the vine. But don't, oh no, no, hesitate, la-di-da, 'cause your love just won't wait. Hey, yeah, yeah. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day, yeah, yeah. I wanna tell you I love your way every day, hey, yeah. I wanna be with you night and day. Oh baby, please. Every day. I will love you. I love you well. Oh baby, please. I can see the sunset in your eyes, brown and gray and blue besides. Clouds are stalking islands in the sun. I wish I could buy one out of season. But don't, oh no, no, hesitate, la-di-da, 'cause your love just won't wait, just won't wait. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. I wanna tell you I love your way. I wanna tell you how I love your little ways. I wanna be with you night and day, every day and everywhere. Yeah. Billy, I would daddy, daddy, that's daddy. Baby, I love you, baby. How I love your little ways. Yeah. I wanna tell you I love. I wanna tell you how I wanna tell you how I love your little ways. I wanna be with you night and day. Billy, I would say that daddy, daddy. Yeah. Baby, I love you, baby.
This generation rules the nation with version. Music answer the food of love. Songs to really make you rub and scrub. Dang, 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 biddly, bang, biddly, bang. Dang, biddly, 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 bang. I say,
Pass the dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
give me the music, make me jump and from.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me
Jano.
walk in a the
It was a cool and lonely, breezy afternoon.
How does it feel when you got no food?
I could feel it 'cause it was the month of
How
June.
does it feel when you got no food?
So I left my gate and went out for a
How
walk.
does it feel when you got no food?
As I passed the dreadlocks camp, I heard them say,
How does it feel when you got no food?
pass the dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
Give me the music, make me jump and from.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me walk in a the down. Dang, bang, biddling, bang, biddly, bang, 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 biddling, bang, biddly, biddly, bang.
So I stopped to find out what was going
How
on.
does it feel when you got no food?
'Cause the spirit of Jah, you know he leads you
How
on.
does it feel when you got no food?
There was a ring of jets and the session was there in swing.
How does it feel when you got no food?
And you could feel the chill as I seen
chip on the left hand side. Pass the touchy on the left hand side. It a go bun.
Give me the music, make me jump and prance.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me rockin' at the dance. You play it on the radio, and so me say we a go hear it on the stereo. And so me know we a go play it on the disco. And so me say we a go hear it on the stereo.
Pass the touchy on the left hand side. Pass the touchy on the left hand side. It a go bun.
Give me the music, make me jump and prance.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me
Jano.
rockin' at the dance.
On the left hand side. 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 On the left hand side.
Say east, say west,
On the
say
left
north
hand
and
side.
south. This is gonna really
On
make
the
me
left
jump
hand
and shout.
side.
Say east, say west,
On the
say
left
north
hand
and
side.
south. This is gonna really make me jump and
Sing it up, mister. Hear what I say, so yeah. No, yeah. Get your hands in the air, sir. Woo, yeah. Then you will get no hurt, mister. No. I said yeah. What they say. Don't you hear what they yeah. This is what they say. Would you believe I would take something with me and give it to the policeman? I wouldn't do that. And if I do that, I would say, sir, I want to put the charge on me. I wouldn't do that. No,
An
I
ad is
wouldn't
about to
do
start
that.
in 2 minutes on Twitch.
I'm not a fool to hurt myself, so I was innocent of what they done to me. They was wrong.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Taki
They
Turn
were
Place.
wrong. Oh yeah, give it to me one time. Give it to me 2 times. Give it to me 3 times. Give it to me 4 times. 446 was my number. Right now, someone has that number. One more time, baby. 456 was my number. Right now, someone has that number. No less. I say yeah. Listen what they say. Oh, I say yeah me now.
An ad is about to start in 1 minute on Twitch.
Oh, give it to me 1 time. Give it to me 2 times. Give it, no.
Check, check. All right. I fixed it. I just realized I was sending the music to the YouTube stream. Whoops. All right, heads up, folks. Kiddos are going to be coming home from school soon. One of them was going to have to go to practice shortly after that, and the other one's going to be home with me. So that could change the trajectory of the rest of the stream. So just a heads up on that. Oh, we failed level 49. Good try, good try. Shall we just keep playing? I want to live in... Yes, we shall. I want to live in your house. Cinnamon. 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 Bum, bum, bum. Spot, Spot. Micah. How could I forget that word? We had that earlier. All right, Miss Chow. Anomic manioc. No idea. The heck that is. I wanna live in her. Mercury. You were trying to think of that one? What is that last one? Nigh. Dang it. Pineapple? Pipeline. Glad to have you all here because I was stumped on that one. You know what I want to do while we're here? I want to kick off Claude agent that shoot, I got stuff in the works though on it. I don't want the big word to be anything other than alphabetically last big word. That's really kind of bugging me that it keeps changing. Plus, it makes it confusing on what the board ID is at times too for people. So, what is this one? They call it murder. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. I thought you had listed as a to do. Yeah, maybe. You're probably right. Let me see if I have it in there. Jamaica, Jamaica. Oh yeah, we have a wrong big word. Board correct big word was explore, but UI showed explode as the big word. Oh, well, that was just completely off. Shouldn't have been explode at all in that one. All right, I'm gonna merge this existing PR. And I'm gonna open up a new one. Make it so that the big word shown is always the alphabetically last big word that's been correctly guessed so far at that point in time of the game. The issue with how things are the issue with how things are currently shown in the UI is it displays the most recently guessed big word for a board that has more than one big word on it. However, this can be confusing / jarring while playing. So let's change it to only focus on the alphabetically last big word found for that board / level. All right, and we're gonna send it. All right, I'll be right back, chat. I kicked that off. May and everybody else, we'll see about getting it merged, and then I'll just refresh the page when it's out. Did I miss anything? Game over on level 34. We had to restart. What happened? No. What a bummer. Oh, no worries, Kirk.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Charles Icarizard.
What's up, Charzy? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I don't think I've heard this song before. Oh, yeah, Charzy? That's awesome. Yeah, I switched to just playing the music that, well, one, I like all kinds of music, but I'm really into reggae and ska and stuff like that, or genres kind of around that. But I do like all kinds of music too. I've gone through so many different phases in my life of like what genre of music I'm really into at that time. And I still like past genres that I was into. It's just anyway, I switched to just starting playing this type of music, this stream, because I set it up so that it doesn't go to the YouTube stream. I now have it correctly set up. I originally didn't. Midstream, I had to fix it. And then I won't get hit with any issues with that. I used to use Pretzel Rocks, but it was just not work. I was a long time subscriber to Pretzel Rocks, and they lost me just because the quality of it was just not running. Well, it just wasn't there. It wasn't working. It would fail. It would just randomly stop playing. I'm like, what am I paying for? Have you never heard Pretzel? It's pretzel.rocks. I mean, in the past, it's been good, but as of lately, I don't know what's going on with them. So I stopped. What else did you say before? Nice. That's good to know. I appreciate it more as I'm older. It's relaxed. Exactly, Charcy. It started hitting me, and you look into it. Yeah, you check it out. I started listening to more reggae, in particular, typical Bob Marley stuff when I was in college, because there's one distinct point I remember. I was really stressed out about a test that I was driving into class for, and listening to Bob Marley I just had the CD in my, this is gonna age me, but I had the CD in my car, and I would just listen to the album on the way in, and that would at least calm me a little bit enough going into that test. And then ever since then, I've just been expanding upon that. I'm sure I've heard that song "Tomorrow People" by Ziggy Marley. So that's the thing that I'm terrible with, is no matter what genre of music I'm into, I vaguely kind of know the names of artists, and I vaguely kind of know the names of songs, but once the song plays, that's when I'll know whether I know it or not. I've heard it before, type of thing. Let me look it up and see. Sounds familiar. I'm not too sure yet. Yes, I think I've heard it. I'm not that familiar with it though.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Bioko.
Bio Cow, good to see you. Shoot, I lost what playlist I was on now. Ziggy Marley is in this playlist. Oh, I love this song from Ziggy Marley, actually. You probably heard this one. Ooh, yeah. What the heck? Why are you on hold with them, Sean? Sanchez and Perez. I don't think I've heard of them. I'm gonna take that note though. And I wish you were here with me. I love that little guitar or ukulele. I don't even know what it is. It's probably like a ukulele, right? I submitted a dispute last month about the bill I got for the Washington D.C. version of my license plate getting billed to me and got an. Oh my gosh, that stinks, Sean. Sorry you're dealing with that. Jew every day. Your touch. No, I miss your touch. That's it. I was gonna say miss your touch. Beach in Hawaii. X is a month. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. On the beach in Hawaii. Ooh, close one. Mm, mm. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Mm-hmm. 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 And praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Let's get and pass all their dirty remarks. One love. I really have to ask, one heart. Is there a place for the hopeless sinners who have hurt all mankind? Yes, I don't know the word there. One love. What is this? Salute? Let's get together and feel alright. Feel alright. Oh, are we gonna be able to do this one? Come on, a couple more words. No. Oh, ringing the doorbell. Hold on. Oh, okay, okay. My youngest wants to go do puzzles. Hey, the popsicle stick says, appreciate the small things. That's why we do wins of the week. Oh, that PR's ready. Red wine. Stay close to me. Mm-hmm. Let me be. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All of the time. Tracy says, I'm Caribbean, so I've grown up in reggae and similar genres. Lovers rock is wonderful, another great subgenre. Very charismatic. Clark, you look it up when you have time. Okay, let me add that one to it. Lovers rock as well. I appreciate you sharing all that. That's awesome. I typically, to kind of, the best way I can do it is go through my Spotify. Like, I have a favorite songs list that I just keep trying to add to. And then, so basically, the way I go about it, Charzy, is I discovered different, like, different bands within the genre. Like, I forget naturally. What's up, Surly Dev? Why'd you tag me? Install. What did I miss? Why'd you tag me, Surly Dev? What happened? Oh, Clarkio, if you like UB40, have listened to Seed with 3 E's, a German multi-piece band, 15, I think, that sing in English, German, and Padawan. UB40? That's the thing. I don't know if you heard me say it before, Surly Dev. I'm like, my knowledge of music is not good in the sense of like knowing artists' names and knowing the names of songs. Excuse me. But hearing them, I have really good memory of that, like an understanding of that. All right, so Charzy, what I was saying is, I typically like there's some bands I discovered through like college friends too. I'm trying. There's one that I went to. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Tribal Seeds. I saw them in concert around my college years time, and that opened me up to more artists that way. And anyway, so then I started listening on Spotify to those, and then Spotify learned like what I liked, and then Spotify has the Discover Weekly playlist, which like has a mix of like ones that you already like, and then like some other ones that it thinks you might like based off of what you like. And that's how I've expanded a bit to beyond like Bob Marley, the typical stuff, Another fun fact about me is I was just talking to him earlier in the stream how I've been going on so many trips this year, and I just got back from one, and I hate flying. and my fear of flying has grown. Like I used to not have a fear of flying, now it's grown. I think part of it is because I've had kids. But I digress. Actually, UB40 is in this playlist. I'm looking at it right now. Surly Dev. That was Red Red Wine. How did I see it? Like that's the thing. I didn't know that was the artist for that song, even though I know the words to that song. Not all the words, but you heard me. That's funny. I didn't even notice that. Where was I going with it? Oh, so I have a special playlist that's on repeat. That's really one song, and it just plays it over and over again. And it's Bob Marley's "Every Little Thing Is Gonna Be All Right" or "Three Little Birds." Because in my mind, I need to relax while I'm taking off and landing. Like when the plane's taking off and landing, I listen to that over and over again, in my headphones, in these same headphones. Which I need to figure out what's going on with these headphones too. The switch for them to wirelessly connect Bluetooth, like will just randomly go on even though it's in the off position, and drains the battery on me. So anyway, little fun facts about me. But some of the other, I'm gonna go through since we're talking music and stuff. I like Stick Figure. A recent one that I've come across is Beach Fly. Again, these are like a mix of like reggae. I don't know what these subgenres are within the broader reggae. Like there's ska, which is kind of like a spin-off of it, right? Again, I'm not knowledgeable on music names and theories and stuff, or not theories, but you get what I'm saying with it. Charlie says, I'm not good with artist names and song titles either, Clark. I completely get it. I have to Google the lyrics. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm not alone in that. So this is try looking for Dixby, Molotov, Blink Blink, Beautiful All by Seed. All right, I'll check that out next. But Beach Fly is a recent one that I've been really getting into. They're pretty good. Tribal Seeds, The Movement, Soja, Soja, Bumpin' Uglies. I'm just skipping over these other ones that I don't know if they're popular or not, so that's why I'm like not saying them. I didn't know I was listening to some of these artists that I have in here. Ziggy Marley, Collie Buds, Revolution, Tribal Seeds, Iration the Green, Denim, DNM, Iration, did I say that one? Landon McNamara, I like him a lot. Dirty Heads. I saw Dirty Heads not too long ago in concert. Along with Slightly Stupid, like they were playing together. Anything else in here that's Tribal Seed, Surfer Girl, Stick Figure, Revolution. There's a lot. There's a lot I'm repeating. But then the funny thing is, then I'll have like "Come Sail Away" by Styx in here. It'll totally change the vibe for me. Pacifier. It's another big one. I think is widely known. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting how to say this guy's name. Modest Yahoo. Any of these ringing a bell? I should be looking at chat too, huh? College is such an influential time. Yeah, it really was. You've got good tracks on there. Thanks. Ska actually came first. Reggae is a subgenre of ska. Is it? Really? I never knew that. Interesting. See, you know more about music than I do. You just don't remember the names of artists and songs. Good choices, thanks. Blink Blink is an English version of Oggen Bling. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna look for that. The ones that you suggested, Surly Dev. Only what I've grown with from Elder. Okay, yeah, fair enough. All right, Dolph. See you when you get back. All right, let's look up. Maybe he's in here already. All right, I'm looking up Seed right now, Surly Dev. What do you want me to? I see Oggen Bling in here. I hope I don't. I'm probably messing up the pronunciation. There's Dix B. All right, let me pause this. Let's listen to this. Okay. Oh, dance hall. Isn't that another genre too? I like dance hall. Okay, okay. Like AU and Audi. Okay. Augenbling. It's Augen. Augen. Okay. Augenbling. Augenbling. Because says when a board loads, can you see how many 4, 5, 6 letter words there are on it? I have an idea / thought. Yes. There is an event in the WebSocket. So if you go a BioCow, if you go to the mirror link, okay, which is just shared there by Wasp Plus Bot there, you load that up in your browser and inspect it, and then go to network and switch it to WebSocket or socket, which is right here, this one. And then you'll have to refresh the page. I'm not gonna do it right now because we'll lose our spot in what I'm showing on screen. You'll see the WebSocket. You can click on it. You'll click on it and see all the messages happening in there. There's an event, event 12, that will have. Oh, sorry, that will have all the slots. They call them slots, for the level that you're on, and it'll all be blank. They'll have placeholders. A period is the placeholder. There in theory, my bill from them is taken care of and is being assigned to the right person. Okay, good to hear, Sean. That's a win of the week right there, hopefully. Surly Dev, I like the recommendation, by the way. Want me to listen to the Augenbling? This is in German, though, is what you're saying? You're going to find out in a month if you get another bill. Yeah, Sean. Yes, Bashment 2 Dance Hall came first. Really? See, I like Dance Hall. I don't know if I have this right, but it seems like Dance Hall has more like horn-based instruments or like brass instruments in them. There was, I don't think they're together anymore. It was like a local band to me many years ago that they had a, because I used to play the saxophone in like elementary school and middle school, and then I stopped when I went to high school because I didn't want to wake up that early for band practice, and then go to sports practice after school. So that was a big reason for it. And I was in jazz band, so I used to really listen to jazz. I mean, I haven't in a long time, but I still enjoyed jazz music. And so like I think that's why it's like something that really, I don't know, resonates with me, dance hall, because they got a lot of horns in the bands usually. Anyway, so the local band that was to me, they used to have, there was a guy that played the saxophone in it, and I loved it. And it was like it was dance hall, ska, reggae. I don't know the exact way to describe genres for. They were so good though. And then they disbanded or something. They weren't making it for some reason, but they were so good. I really enjoyed them. For my taste, at least. BioCow. So idea, leave a space for missing words in the correct word list. Okay. Sometimes I'll see make blank mare, so I know there's a word MA ***, and the first missing letter is KR or in between. Oh, I see what you're saying. I like that idea. You want to add? Would you mind adding that as an issue or suggestion in the GitHub issues page? I can get you the link right away for it. I'm gonna drop it in chat for you, Baka.
And thanks for joining today Workout 2000.
Hey, Workout. What's happening? How you been? Happy Friday. I do like the music though, Surly Dev. I just don't know the word. I can't follow what's going on with the words, obviously. All right, what was the other one you all were suggesting? We're listening to UB40. I think Charzy was saying Lovers Rock, right? I have that listed here. Let me check that one out. Lovers Rock is an artist or a song? Lovers Rock Reggae FM.
An ad is about to start in 2 minutes on Twitch. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Code with CN.
All right, so to recap what BioCow is suggesting here is in the correct words list that you see below, while we're playing it, for the words that we haven't guessed correctly yet, keep a placeholder visually there on screen. I love this idea. In fact, it would show it right now. It'd be like, okay, so now we have Android, so then we'd have, words with six, basically pre-fill the correct words board with blank spaces, placeholders for each word that's in this level that we're currently playing. And then once they're guessed, swap it in. So that way it visually shows where the missing words are alphabetically in here, and it makes it a little bit easier for your brain to connect the dots type of thing. Now, with that in mind, the other thought I've had that's kind of related to that is overlaying the missed words onto the main board area. But I don't know about doing that. That's a little bit more challenging, I think, because I'd have to always know the size of what the words on stream board part of the screen is, and like, you know, I've had it set up. I've always had these for the longest time design wise. I've been struggling to get things to dynamically resize based on people's screen sizes. So I don't know, like, being that I'm already having trouble just to get that right. I don't know that I'll be able to get it right
Starting now
for that
go
and for overlaying the missed
15
words like that.
seconds.
Why is it alerting me that 9 of 10 slots were unfinished? That seems crazy to me that you miss one word at level 146 and you fail? Also, how did that happen? What does it say? What was the word? Known. So it never figured out what the word was for that level is what it was. It only got one word right. All right, Lovers Rock. Charzy, you recommended Lovers Rock, right? Is it an artist or a song? If you don't mind sharing. What else did I miss in chat here? Go with Molotov next after this one? Okay, let me check Molotov. There's Molotov in here. Why don't I see it? Molotov seed. It's all about seed, you know? Okay, I got it. From 2013. I like it. I like it. May says, okay, I get it now. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. This feels like a little different for them. May says redeemed $25 gift card today. Lovers Rock is a subgenre of reggae. Oh, okay. Got you. Thank you for clarifying that. Podcast says it's fine for early levels, can see the board, but when they are all question marks, hard to see the gaps. Yes, that's a good point. Yeah. I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking as well. Workout from earlier. Charlie says steel pan and the horn sound amazing in the songs. There's always a live band full of percussion instruments. Yeah, in dance hall, right? All right, let me review this PR. No. Bling bling. Bling bling. You did Sanchez and Beres Hammond. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm gonna search them up. Check Beres Hammond. This is, again, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Beres Hammond. All right, well, let's go and let's review this PR. All right. I'm pushing a change to waspplus.com to always show the alphabetically last big word on the board here, or on the UI. All right, Kirk, have a good one, man. Sorry I missed your message earlier. Burrs, Hammond, Sanchez, Tars. Okay. Let me get all these. Wow, these have on YouTube. It's like 53 million plays, 43 million plays, 56 million plays for Burrs, Hammond. I'm gonna share a fond memory of like listening to reggae music in front of a live band. Actually, I think it was the local band I was telling you about. It was like an outside event, and I remember I think it was me and my wife, and then a good friend of ours from high school and his girlfriend. We were just outside. It was outside. There was a light drizzle going on, and it was like music like this that was just playing. And you just sitting there, just vibing. Oh my gosh, it was like just such a memorable moment, like and like feeling. All right, after this, I got to refresh the page, and we should test out the big word is always being alphabetically last. We just got to run into a board that has multiple big words.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today. Come Dave 901.
Hey, Calm Dave. Well, we got multiple big words. Heck yeah. All right, so if we guess the other big word, it should not change on screen. The one on screen, since it's alphabetically last, it should stay that way. Yes. All right, it's working. There we go. Nice, Charzy. That's good to hear. I think I got it. I already pushed an update to. Did I? To the tool? I don't think I merged it yet. Waiting for it to review. I like this song. I see why it's popular. There we go. I had builder and then it switched to rebuild for us. That's good. It worked the other way as well. Feel good. Nice. I just came to that word in my mind, Dolphin. You got me. You got there first. Nice, clear. May says Clark, when you pushing big word alpha to prod, it refresh now. You should get it now, May. Just refresh the page. It's in prod. Okay, good. Let me know if you see any issues with it, May. Oh, sneezed. Chat, we're gonna start wrapping up soon. I think when we fail. Um, with that in mind, since Dylan's not streaming anymore, who should we go raid? Gotta find somebody to go raid. Oh, okay. Good catch on that, May, in Discord there. Oh, by what it means by board status, it means that it was a known board that's in the database, is what that message is supposed to mean. In the Wasp Plus Discord channel, that is.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today FR3CKL3D1.
Hey, Freckle. Welcome in. All right, we'll play a couple more levels. We'll play a couple more levels. And we'll stop mid game because we can always preserve it now. Now that Wasp does that. I'm gonna switch it up music wise before close this out too. Oh, Sublime. How could I forget about Sublime? I'll be alright. I'm just taking my time. I'm good. I'll be alright. I'm just thinking, I'm good. I'll be alright. How did we not see that sooner? Nice job, Charzy. Just taking my time. I'm good. I'll be all right. There's a fake in this one. Yeah, I kept thinking it was starting with A as well. All right, A is fake. A is fake. So many O's. Triple O. Mongoose. Gooses. Do it all for you. Oh, geez, that kind of startled me, doll. Oh man, that got me. Did you see my head go back with that? Oh.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Rambling Geek.
Hey, Rambling Geek, what's happening, man? Address the comment around. Do it all for you. I think most of you have heard this song, right? Come on. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I had $1 million that I'd spend it all. I really. Look what my youngest made me. Find a Hannah on my own. Hold on. I want it all. I got Play-Doh spaghetti rainbow flavor. It looks delicious. Eat it. We're gonna have to end on this one, chat. Yummy, right? I really wanna know. I need a fork, yes.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today Pratik_N.
It's a scary monster hair she made. Noodle. Okay. Yes. Every little thing. What a perfect song to go out on, chat. All right. I have to bid you all adieu. Gonna go hang out. It does look tasty, doesn't it, May? I'm gonna go hang out with the kiddo, play some games and stuff with her. Appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for hanging out. It's good to be back streaming, back to the normal schedule. I will be back next Friday, which is gonna be September 4th. Holy moly, the years are going by fast, huh? So I hope to see you all next week at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time right here on twitch.tv/ClarkAO, youtube.com/ClarkAO. Hope you enjoyed it. Got some work done off camera, off on my other monitor here, but we made a change to the website so that the big word is always the alphabetically last big word that's shown in the big word view. And I was also working on the autoplay tool. Speaking of, reminder to everybody, you can go check it out. I'm going to keep it streaming on its own separate channel, twitch.tv/wasp+, if you want to see the bots playing the game and see how high of a level they can get. I have a fix I'm going to push out to it to hopefully help it get to even higher levels and not before failing. Happy birthday month coming up, May. Looking forward to that. So keep an eye on that. I'm going to keep that playing. That's helping fix the database for all the boards that we're capturing in the game words on stream. Okay, let's pause this though so I can think a little bit more clearly here to wrap things up. Can we raid Bark Talk? Yes. Who's Bark Talk? Let me see. Thank you for the suggestion. That was going to be my next thing to discuss here. Where's my dashboard? Raid. Let me look them up real quick. Bark Talk is doing animals, aquariums, and zoos. 100. Okay. He's eating lunch. This gentleman here. First dog gym on Twitch. Thanks to all the raiders Discord. Okay. Hey, if you very cool. He exercises dogs in his bus. Okay, cool. That sounds great. We'll check him out too. Thank you for the suggestion, Dolph. We'll raid over in there. Appreciate you all being here, supporting today. Whether you followed, you lurked, you chatted, you played words, you raided. Thanks to AO again. Thank you for the raid earlier. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for your support in that way. It means a lot to me and helps me. It's a big reason why I show up each week, knowing you all are going to be here and hang out and stuff like that. Okay. Keep an eye out on Discord if you'd like for any updates to the Words on Stream Plus companion tool that I've been working on here. Lots of stuff happening in the WASP Plus channel in my Discord. You can get the link at Discord at clarkio.com/Discord or use the command !Discord. If you are watching right now and you haven't followed on Twitch yet, be sure to follow. And if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on upcoming streams. All right. I will see you all next week. That's Friday, September 4th at 12:30 p.m. Again, I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. Peace out.